I can take the dick off the table based upon my standard. You aren't gonna get hold of this dick if you ain't being the woman I need you to be. You need to realize that you need to cook, clean. You gotta understand that you're not the only woman. And if you can accept that, that's fine. That's just the beginning, because you gotta work hard for me, because I work hard for me. So that means if you get with me, it's not gonna be easy street, because I need to be satisfied, because it ain't no happy wife, happy life bullshit. It's happy Steve, happy Steve.
Being strong with self, understanding who you are, that is the biggest defense to bitch ass weak men.
And there's no excuses for the men not to be strong. But see, there's so many forces, and then so many men are embracing weakness.
I can't stand weak men. Like I don't like to talk to them. It's hard for me to talk to these losers. I've always been a winner at the winner's table.
You know, I believe it's a sin to impregnate a woman who can't raise a child, you know, or impregnate a woman who's not fit to be a mother. And I think we have a responsibility in what we see today in these weak ass little feminine boys.
I can't tell another man what to do, but I can't dress feminine. I can't wear nail polish. It's just something that I can't do. Why? Because if I'm walking down the street and somebody's having trouble with a flat tire, I want them to feel that they can come to me and ask me, hey man, could you help me out with this? Because those are the type of things that a man will help out with. So I need to look like a man so they can know where to come for help.
Yeah, it is such a thing as toxic masculinity in the minds of bitch ass motherfuckers.
Talk about masculinity, assertiveness, authenticity, transparency. How can a guy who's straight up and honest with what he does be toxic?
If the media can train you to think something bad about it, you hear the word and you want to instantly have a certain reaction. You stop thinking, you start feeling. And when people learn to think and feel and not think through their feelings, that's when they can evaluate a person holistically. And they can say, is this toxic masculinity, or did I just hear something I didn't like? And why did I not like it? And only let me go within myself to see why.
I don't never look at no motherfucker and say, oh, that's a toxic masculine motherfucker. I never ever had, I didn't even know, that was an invented concept from a weak motherfucker that was like, I'm just tired of this motherfucker trying to tell me what to do and bully you over me with this bullshit.
What's going to make you successful is just understanding who you are and getting your mind right and being happy with who you are. That is the thing that's going to really make you successful. Because after you get all the toys, after you get all these things going on, you've had sex with all the women you want to have sex with, you traveled all the places, you're still going to be you, and you're going to always come back to you.
Why do I do this? Why are we even doing this documentary? I want guys to be in the best position possible. There's no way that I'm raising my voice or calling you a bitch ass nigga because I'm trying to hurt your feelings. I'm calling you a bitch ass nigga because you're doing bitch ass nigga shit. And if you continue doing bitch ass nigga shit, you're going to end up in bitch ass nigga situations. You get what I'm saying? So when I call you a bitch ass nigga, trust me, it's because I love you.
Game Kings 2, the definition of man, is out right now. Click the link below or go straight to masculineidentity.com to get your copy today. Still ain't getting women? Really? Come on, son. You need to go to badboymembership.com and step up your game. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I'm telling you that if you really want to attract beautiful women, you need to go to badboymembership.com. This is where you get 45 through 90-minute step-by-step dating advice tutorials every month. Just sign up, follow the advice, and you'll get the women you want. Go to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com. It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I want to tell you about my documentary, Game Kings, the definition of game, starring myself, the Boss Mac Topsoil, Rosebud, Ron Wills, Miles Cunningham, and much more. In this documentary, you're going to learn about confidence, manhood, attracting women, and the definition of the game. To get this documentary, go to MrLocario.com.
Some people think you need a sports car to get what you want. Some people think you need $1 million. Some people think you need looks, status. The only thing you need is what they can't get unless they come straight to you. And that's your identity. Join the Masculine Identity membership today. MasculineIdentityMembership.com. Masculine Identity Soap. This luxurious, quality, high lather, high moisturizing, all natural bar soap has been handcrafted with care and consistency to provide a quality cleansing experience for self-care, focus, and productivity. Specially formulated for cold showers. Stay clean, gentlemen. Masculine Identity Soap.
Click the links below to get private one-on-one coaching sessions with Mr. Locario or Miles Cunningham to step up your game. These coaching sessions are designed to help you with your specific needs in the dating game. So make sure you click the links below right now so that you can step up your game today. Yo, we here. We are here in the building, people. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the building. What's going on? Y'all see, Miles had to get all cool for you because he got that Cunningham elements. You feel what I'm saying? So he's not fraternizing with you, brokies. You feel what I'm saying?
What color is your Bugatti?
Miles changed ever since you got this website, Cunningham Elements. Hold on, let me go to the website real quick.
It's a mindset thing, bro. I'm different. I'm different, bro. I gotta wear ties now, nigga.
Exactly. So
look how stiff my collar is. Look at this shit.
Exactly. So guys, make sure I go to Cunningham Elements, man. Get your soap, get your cologne, get all of this stuff, man. I'm telling you. Get it. Yes, sir. Make sure you guys do that and get that shit cracking, man. Get that shit cracking. And guys, it's going to be a short show today. We ended at 6 o'clock on a dot because niggas got shit to do. A lot of busy things going on. But guys, man, I'm telling y'all, man, call up 844-672-7300. 844-672-7300 is the number. You feel what I'm saying? So make sure you guys call up if you have a question.
Shout out to Limitless, man. He said, your Miles got the cologne a couple of days ago. The sport smells fresh and the Lux smelling presidential.
Nice. Yeah. That's what's up.
Yes, sir.
That's what's up. And guys, make sure you also go to Masculine Identity Membership.com so that you guys can get on that Masculine Identity Membership sale.
Yes, sir.
99-cent sale. So guys, join the Masculine Identity Membership for only 99 cents. There should be 1,000 of y'all on that by tonight. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this is ridiculous.
And guys, we're doing part 2 this Monday night. We're doing part 2 of individuation, part 2 of Carl Jung's philosophy of individuation. Nice. Man, we had a super deep conversation on the last Zoom call. Make sure you guys join up, man, because we went for like damn near 2.5 hours last time.
That's what's up.
All right, so we got 832. You were on live with Locario and Miles. Name, age, city. Where did you send it?
I sent 10 to your cash out, Miles. This is Jay from Houston.
Jay from Easton. What's going on with you, bro? I see you, bro. I see you, man. Appreciate you.
What's going on?
What's up?
Chilling, man. I caught the show a little bit later, yesterday, early today, man. So I sent 10, man, for Moses, whoever. hey man, you know, there's a 10. All
Yeah, shout out to Lion Ass Moses.
Everybody gonna send some free joints for Moses now.
Hey, yo, man, yo, Miles, man, make sure you keep telling people how grateful it is to be with everything in life, man. Cause, yo, man, I didn't know it's people out there. Like I get it. We all want more out of life. Sometimes shit don't go our way. Sometimes we have to, you know, go without lights on or money is fucked up. I get it. But yo, when it comes to women, yo, man, Miles, keep telling guys, man, yo, be grateful for the bitches that you do have, the game that you got, and you can always improve. Because these niggas out here, man, they really, I'm thinking these niggas want to cut their dick off and kill themselves, man. It's crazy out here, man. I just be listening to shit, man. Shit is wild out here.
No, it really is wild.
Mm-hmm.
It is wild, man.
That's facts.
Yeah, I'm gonna get out the way, man. Y'all do y'all show. I'm gonna check it out, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate the donation, fam.
Hey, Courtney R. I'm glad he says, by the way, where can I get Miles's cologne? I'm glad you asked, Courtney R. You can go to a website called Cunningham Elements, CunninghamElements.com.
Yeah. So go to Cunningham Elements and place your order. Do it. You understand what I'm saying?
Do it.
Yeah, get that shit cracking.
You want to smell presidential?
Mm-hmm.
Holla at the masculine identity eau de parfum Lux. You feel me? That shit is fire, man.
Yeah.
I'm about to I got on some of it now. I'm about to put on some more before I leave out. You know what I'm saying? Because me and the missus rolling out. You feel me?
Exactly. And guys, also make sure you guys go to badboymembership.com and shoplacario.com. Let's get the call. Let's go in.
Yes, sir. Badboymembership.com, shoplacario.com. 609-609. You're on live with Lacario Miles. Name, age, city. Where did you send it?
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Rudy, 24, Jersey. I sent it to you, Miles, on your cash.
I see it, my brother.
What's going on?
Hey, man, chilling, man. Hope y'all doing good. Miles, I fuck with the suit, man. You know, you looking real sharp. You said I ain't playing with these niggas today.
Nah,
I'm looking forward to the day when I see Lacario in the suit, you know.
Oh, never. That will never happen. You got to come to my funeral for that. You know?
The day Lacario comes in the suit, then I know it's over with.
Them blazers that you see Lacario with at the seminars, that's the closest thing.
Exactly, that's a fact.
Closest thing, my nigga.
Button down. That's it.
So I got a question real quick, but I wanted to start off with this. Yo, Miles, remember on the Monday show when you was talking about that spiritual shit, you know, that God shit, talking about in regards to men and women? I don't know if you remember.
Yeah. I was talking about the God self, and the highest version of your masculine identity is actually your God self, the God within you. Yes.
Yeah, it's so funny, bro. I shit you that. I was at the park, you know, at the waterfront listening to that shit, right? Apparently I had my shit blasted. And some like old dude, like in his 50s or 40s or something, walk up to my whip, right? And I'm like, who the fuck is this nigga walking up on me like this? And he said, yo, bro, who you listening to, man? That guy right there spitting some real shit. Like, what are you listening to? I'm like, oh, it's this guy called Miles Cunningham. You know, he's known as the masculine identity coach, and the other guy is Mr. Lacario, known as the bad boy of the dating game. They have a YouTube show and stuff where they teach men how to love themselves, be the best versions of themselves, about manhood. And as a result of that, you attract the right people into your life, including women. They don't teach you how to get pussy. They teach you how to love yourself, so you would attract and as a byproduct of that, you would attract the right women into your life. And he ended up like subscribing to your YouTube channel and all that because I showed him. So anytime I
fire, appreciate that.
That's what's up.
Appreciate that. That's what's up. Thank you, Rudy.
Yeah, like that be happening all the time. I'll be at the clubs, dudes will come up to me and say, yo, bro, how you have enough balls to approach groups of women by yourself, bro? You the bravest man that I know. I'm like, it's funny that you ask. It's this guy on YouTube called the bad boy of the dating game. His name is Mr. Lacario. And he taught me everything I know. So if you want to end up like me or you want to be better, then just follow what he says. Join the Bad Boy membership.
See, and I'm glad you said that because that actually goes with the topic of today's show. We're going to get into that a little later, but go ahead.
Right. But I'm saying is every single time I could do my part in the game and spread the message of the game, try to put people on. You know, some people might follow, some people don't. But every time I could get you guys new subscribers is always good because, like you guys always say, game save lives and all of that.
Real talk.
But I got a real quick question, Lucario. I saw your video on the membership, the social media shit, right? Now I ain't gonna talk about what you said in that shit, right? Fire video, by the way, right? And I saw what you said about what messages to send, right? But the only thing that you didn't mention in that video, because I made sure to listen carefully to see you did, is how many like DMs should you send on Instagram or Facebook every day? Because you always talk to 25 women a day, swipe for an hour. So in your opinion, to have like the highest success on Instagram, how many DMs do you think you should send per day?
Yeah, I mean, you send as many as you want. You understand what I'm saying? Well, this is the thing. When I talk about talk to 25 women a day, that's just the place you want to have your mind so that you're doing a lot each day. So you could talk to like 20 girls in the street and hit up 5 girls on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Or you could hit up all 25 girls on Instagram, or you could hit up 50 girls on Instagram. Like, it don't matter. You just have to be consistent and do a lot of it. You see what I'm saying? Right. So the thing is just really being able to get as much volume as possible, because the volume is going to also teach you all the things that you need to know about, getting what you want and how you want to get it. So for example, on the Bad Boy membership, I have this program called Understanding Patterns, and it's how to predict your outcomes with women. So let's say you hit up 20 girls on Instagram every day, and every time you hit up 20 girls, 2 hit you back. So now you say, okay, every time I hit up 20, I get 2. You feel what I'm saying? I get 2 that respond. So now you know the pattern of, if I want to get 2 girls on Instagram to respond to me today, I got to hit up at least 20. So it's really just understanding what you're doing, playing that numbers game so that you're able to predict what you need to do to get the specific outcome that you want to get to. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what it's about.
Okay, yeah. I definitely watched that video too, understanding patterns, and I definitely see why y'all say talk to 25 women a day, because it's all about, like you say, learning more about yourself and stuff. And so you'll also start to notice certain things. It's like when I used to play basketball, like I still do. Like I used to take like 100 shots a day, and I noticed, hey, when I tuck my elbow in, I noticed I hit more shots. I noticed that when I tell myself, hey, the next jump shot is going in, I make more shots. So I guess it's the same thing with the dating game. You'll start to notice different shit, man.
Exactly. Nah, real talk.
Okay. All right, man. Good. Thanks, bro. That's all I wanted to say. Keep up the good work, man. And Miles, hopefully I see you more shoots. Make sure you try to get Lucario to suit too. We did that for the one time.
For the one time.
Maybe when we do our next one, I'll probably come in a 3-piece suit tailored. You know what I'm saying? On some other shit.
All right, y'all.
All right, man. Appreciate the call, man. Shout out to Daryl Blake. He said, Miles looking like the telemarketer that calls me every day.
Good afternoon. May I speak to Daryl Blake? Yes, Daryl. Yes, we have exciting offers for real estate in your area. Would you be interested, sir? Yes. Are you the primary decision maker in your home? Okay. All right. Can I speak to the primary decision maker? Thank you. All right. Is there a better time for me to call you back? It sounds like you're busy. Okay, great. Thank you.
That's exactly how the niggas be. Oh man. Ridiculous. Anyway, so guys, today's topic is stop getting dating advice from friends, family, and content creators. Okay? Stop getting dating advice from friends, family, and content creators. Now, the reason why we say this is this, right? Is because what you have to understand is that when you get advice from your friends, family, content creators, just average everyday people, what happens is that you're not getting advice from an expert. You know what I'm saying? So myself and Miles, we're experts. Now, we're not experts because we're smarter than anybody else. I'm going to tell you the thing that differentiates an expert from the average person, right? So what the average person does is they are talking from their experience, and 9 times out of 10, what they're talking about is based on negativity and what they don't like in their experience.
Exactly.
You know what an expert does, an expert always also talks about their experience, but the expert has he can see the negative experiences and positive experiences, not only that he has, but other people have had. And he's able to step back and see things from a bird's eye view to give you accurate information, right? Mm-hmm. Also, what happens is usually the expert has more success in the situation. So if we're talking about dating specifically, the expert has more success than the average person. And so because they have more success than the average person, they have a outlook that the average person, your friends, family, and content creators don't have. You see what I'm saying? So now the problem is that when you're getting advice from your friends, family, and content creators and the average person, what they're going to tell you is they're going to tell you what they think from their particular experience. And most of their experience is negative or unsuccessful.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So we're telling you stuff from our experience, but also from the people that we've helped through our experience. But we're talking about the other side, the successful side. Do you see what I'm saying? So there's a difference between when you're watching a content creator, for example, on the internet, and I'll show you some examples, an example in a second. But when you're watching a content creator on the internet, they're talking from their limited experience of dealing with women or being in a relationship. So you're not getting the accurate shit. But let's take a call and then we'll.
Exactly. All right. So we got 323. You're on live with Lucario Miles. Name, age, city. How can we help you? And where did you send it?
Yeah, my name is David.
Your name is what?
Second.
What name, age, city, sir? Okay, looks like he hung up. By the way, we have one. Let me see. 1, 2. Okay, 2. Wait, what's today? The 23rd. All right, so we got 3 free calls.
3 free calls, people. 3 free calls. 3 free calls left, people.
Shout out to Aaron. Shout out to Paul. We got 3 free calls between the two of them. And yeah, guys, go ahead and call in. Shout out to Jay and shout out to Rudy as well.
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. All right, we got 6, 7, 8. I think this is Ifosa. What's going on with you, bro?
Need a free call.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
You're supposed to be on it.
Hey, no, on some real shit, shout out to Ifosa because Ifosa be dropping small incremental support donations in the joint at random times.
During the week, right.
During the week, like out of nowhere. And so I don't have no problem with Ifosa using a free call. That's what it is. Fuck it. And by the way, Ifosa was asking the most questions on the Monday night Zoom call too. Shout out to Ifosa. Ifosa is on it. Okay, but go ahead, Ifosa, man. What's going on with you? And by the way, just get a quick update. How old are you again, Ifosa?
27, 28 by June.
28 by June. All right, happy early birthday, my dude. All right, but go ahead, man.
Yeah, so it's about yesterday's show. Okay. I wanted to ask a question in the chat, but the show's already over. So about yesterday's topic. Can a woman find a man sexually attractive even though he's not her type?
Yeah, absolutely. So what happens is people have their ideal types or the types that they prefer, but they can also find someone who is not their ideal type or outside their type sexually attractive, just like us men. Like, for example, my ideal type is a woman who's a little bit more thicker and got some curves on her. You understand what I'm saying? But there's a bunch of petite, super skinny chicks I've smashed. You understand what I'm saying? That were pretty. So I was like, fuck it. You understand? So I was still sexually attracted to them, even though they were not my ideal type. Do you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So that's all it is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right, brother. Well, we appreciate it.
All right, yeah. Look, the bottom line is this: if you are a unique and specific person with your own masculine identity, the fact is there's a chance.
Mm-hmm.
There's always a chance. So all you got to do is put yourself out there. You know, as Steve would say, you know, I think he would say campaign, or you get your campaign up,
right,
or whatever, and then shoot your shot, whatever you want to call it. But get yourself out there and meet people. You understand? Because I'm sure because you like chicks with outie belly buttons, but I'm sure you smashed and got with chicks that didn't have outie belly buttons, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So there's always a chance. Bottom line is you got to be confident, put yourself out there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So appreciate the question, man. Thanks for calling in.
All right.
Okay,
All right. So we got 2 free calls left, guys. Go ahead.
2 free calls. So Miles, what's your thoughts on this topic?
Yeah, and you know, and this is something that I've always believed, where any content creator or family member, like you said, friends, family members that you were talking to, if they can't give you a balanced perspective, then you gotta be wary of the advice you take from them.
Right.
Because, for example, too many of these, these pill dudes and a lot of these dudes, the reason why a lot of, like, for example, the movie came out, Adolescence. That movie came out on Netflix the other day, and it's casting a very, like, negative light on Red Pill and Andrew Tate and all these, like in the movie, the lady was like, it was like, oh, what's Red Pill, and the lady was like, oh, that's the Andrew Tate shite,
right?
The shite that they talk about, and they hate women and the misogyny and blah blah blah. So it's like, you got to be careful. Where it's like, if you can't see both sides, and if you can only give a negative perspective, then how good is your advice?
Exactly.
How good is your advice if you've never had a positive outcome to compare it with? Because I could sit here all day and I could tell you that I've met women that are the lowest of the low type of bitches, all types of bitches. But I could also tell you that I've met queens that have helped me in my life, that are helping me right now, that do what they need to do because they see something in me, and what they see in me, I bring out more in them.
Exactly.
So I should be, anybody that you follow should be able to give you both. But when you keep drilling into the ground, oh, well, women are gold diggers and women are this and women are that, and it's gonna sound like you hate bitches, bro.
Right, exactly. Exactly.
And the truth is that the real truth is that you hate yourself. That's why you can only see the things that you hate.
Right.
Because you're the one looking at it. So if you can only see the negative and you can only see the hate, then what do you truly hate?
Right.
You hate your eyes. You hate what you're seeing because you hate your eyes. Your eyes are connected to your brain.
Right.
Your brain is connected to the rest of you. So it's really you that you hate if you can only see the negative. But this is why good advice is balanced, because I could tell you about the negatives to tell you what to watch out for. And then I could tell you about the positives so you can know when you're doing it right.
Exactly.
That's real advice.
Exactly.
You understand? And that's why and you know what's even worse? And I'm so glad you did that show the other day with that dude. I think you said his name was Alex, the guy that was going back and forth.
Playing with fire. Yeah, Alex.
Yeah, playing with fire, right? I need y'all to see that sometimes when your perspective is so skewed, you don't even know when you're doing it wrong.
Exactly.
You understand? That's why you need that balanced perspective, because these guys are going back and forth with these chicks on these texting dating apps for months. Literally getting ghosted or getting flaked on, getting stood up, begging these chicks to come out and see them.
Right.
But it's because of the skewed perspective that they have, the unbalanced perspective that they have. They don't even realize what they're doing wrong.
Exactly.
Yeah, we don't really do anonymous calls over here. So
yeah, exactly. All you trolls. And see, this is the thing, because check this out. If we were talking about making money, right? And let's say we did a whole bunch of videos and we're like, you're looking on advice on how to make money, get rich or whatever. And we're like, guys, you know what? Only scam artists, make a lot of money, and money is the root of all evil. And it's over for you, bro. Because if you weren't born into a family that was rich, you'll never be rich, bro. Because you gotta know this person and that person. So if you don't have connections, you can never be rich, bro. Right? You would be like, what kind of advice is this? You understand what I'm saying? But this is what they do on the internet with these content creators. It's like, oh, bro, it's over for you, man. It's only about looks. And if you don't look like this tall chat, you see what I'm saying? So how does that help you actually attract women, get dates, get a girlfriend, get married, whatever the fuck you're trying to do? You see what I'm saying? This is why I'm telling you guys to don't take dating advice from these content creators, your friends, and all these other people who don't know anything.
Right.
Because what you got to understand is, again, they're looking at it from their perspective. So anything that they're talking about or looking at is coming from them thinking about the situation from their perspective. And if their perspective is, oh, well, I'm always losing and, this ain't right and nobody likes me, of course, that's what's going to be the information they give you.
Exactly.
So if you're talking to your friends who can get women, right, what could they actually tell you about attracting women? You understand? If you have a family member, like, for example, you might have an uncle or a brother who's married and his wife be fucking running shit and cussing him out and doing all this stuff. What can he tell you that's going to help you?
It's like when when your boys can only give you advice after you went to go holler at the chick and didn't get the number.
Right, exactly.
Because I want all you guys to think about this. I know a lot of you guys, especially you young cats, you out meeting chicks, you going out with your friends and stuff. And when you go holler at the chick and you don't get the number, or you they call it striking out or whatever the fuck, right? Or you don't get to close the deal, right? These fucking catchphrases. Your boys always got something to say. Oh, why did you say that, bro? You should have said this, right? But if you go over there and you get the number, they just be looking at you like,
be like, yo, what the fuck? How you do that, bro? Like, they be all amazed and shit.
See, I remember when like we used to go out, and if we struck out, we used to actually analyze it.
Right.
Like we used to be like, well, maybe next time try this. And then when you go over to the girl and you get the number, we'll be like, yeah, that's because you did this, and that's because you was being yourself. That's like, we was always on that type of time, and that's what I loved about us as a friend group, where we was never on some shit like just shitting on each other when things went bad. It was more like, okay, all right, well, maybe try this next time, maybe do that next time. You understand? Because if you, a lot of cats, it shows their negative slant on things because their reality is getting rejected all the fucking time.
Exactly.
To the point where if they do meet a chick that's compatible with them, they're surprised, and then they still fuck it up because of the negative slant on their perspective.
Right. Exactly. And this is what we tell you guys, is that when it comes to this game, right, and you're actually trying to learn something, when you're trying to improve, when you're really trying to make shit happen, you actually have to come to the experts. And see, I put content creators as the title on purpose because me and Miles, we're not content creators. You understand what I'm saying? We are actual coaches and businessmen who are selling the lesson you need in order to level up. You understand? But what you have to understand is that you have a lot of people on the internet who are content creators. And so what that means is that they're just taking information, usually from other people,
and regurgitating the bullshit
it just to try to make money.
Exactly.
That's not actually going to help you. And so what happens is that you keep hearing people say the same nonsense, and then you start to take that as truth because you keep hearing the same people say the same shit. And then what happens is that because you're not actually having success, the same negative shit they're saying sounds real. Because the thing is this. For example, when I was doing the debates on Game Global and shit, and I was talking about how, yeah, you can actually, hook up with a girl within 5 minutes. Within 5 minutes, she wants to make something happen. You can take her back to the crib or even have sex with her at the bar, in the bathroom, whatever it is, and it could go down. So what happens is that a lot of guys are like, what? That's some bullshit. That don't even make sense and all this other stuff. But the reason why they're saying that is because they've never been in that situation. I have plenty of times. Some of my closest friends have been in those situations plenty of times. So that means that it is possible because not only myself, but other guys that I know have been in those situations plenty of times.
Right.
And then what'll happen is that the guys will say, oh, but it's all about looks. You got to be a Chad or Tyrone for that to happen. These niggas wasn't quote unquote Chad and Tyrone, and they still made it happen. So what I'm saying is that the expert, right, has more real world experience being on both ends of the spectrum so that he can give you all of that information. The other guy, your friend or the content creator who's insecure, can only give you an insecure answer.
You see, for example, when we talk about balance, right? A lot of how many of the content creators that a lot of you guys have seen, how many of them turned on a live, and just went up to go talk to women.
Right. Exactly.
How many of them? Listen to what I'm saying. How many of them turned on the live and went up to go talk to women? Meaning that no matter what happened, whether it was positive or negative, you got to see the honest truth of what goes down when you go out to meet women. All the rest of your content creators, like you said, they have a level of insecurity, and they only do edited shit.
Right.
And they'll only show you and even if they show you themselves getting like quote unquote rejected by a girl, it's still something that they chose to show you.
Right.
We went out in Miami and just flipped on the fucking live and just went to talk to women.
Right.
It wasn't about getting them and all this other shit. It was literally just, let's just go holler at some chicks and show these cats how it's done when you're going out here meeting chicks.
Right.
None of your other quote unquote content creators ever done that. That's why you was looking at experts in motion.
Exactly. Right.
You understand? And a lot of you cats who was like, oh, well, y'all went out and y'all was talking to chicks and y'all didn't get none of them chicks. The only reason why you saying that is from your own insecurity.
Right.
Because all you've ever followed is insecure content creators who only want to show you what they want to show you. We were willing to show you the actual real.
Right.
In real time and the balance of everything. Because some of the chicks that we went up to, they wasn't fucking with it. Some of the chicks we went up to, they were fucking with it. Some of the fucking security guards was telling us we couldn't film in that area.
Exactly.
Like, I got to see everything.
You know what's funny? In that video, when that shit happened, it was tight. That and the thing is, it kind of, and I'm gonna be honest, that kind of fucked up my mood.
Yeah.
I was like, this motherfucker, because as soon as he said that, I was like, oh, you see this bullshit now. So I got all in my head and shit. I was like, this is some bullshit. But again, that's part of the game too, because
part of the game.
To be able to focus regardless of what's happening, right?
Exactly.
And then also what was happening in that, like you said, Miles, I've never in the history of watching any videos on YouTube seen niggas put on the live and actually go up live talking to women for a whole hour and all that other shit. You understand? Even if you watch that video, there were times where it was a lag of time where there weren't no chicks to talk to.
Nothing. We were just on, hey guys, remember to go to badboymembership.com.
But it's what we're saying. So what happens is, and on top of that, we weren't even trying to like get women in that situation. We were just talking. That's why if you guys study that video, if you look at the beginning, we said to the guys, give us pickup lines, because the day before when we did it live, we said, we want y'all to give us pickup lines to tell the girls, but y'all didn't give us this. But that's another story. But that's a perfect example of what we're talking about.
Right.
We're not content creators. If we were content creators, we would have filmed some shit, edited it down, try to make us look a certain way, and so forth and so on. Right? But when we teach you guys certain things, we're talking about the reality of things. That's why, even if, for example, if you get my book, Looks Don't Matter, the first thing in the book, because some of y'all don't got it, but if those who got it know, the first fucking thing in the book, the first chapter, I'm talking about why looks matter. The first thing, and this is when we talk about balance. You see what I'm saying? But the problem is that when you're not the expert, you're only going to say the only thing that matters is looks, and it's all about looks, because what you're essentially saying is that you think you are not attractive physically.
Right.
And you're saying the reason why I'm having trouble with women is because I'm not attracted physically. Because if I was attractive physically, then I wouldn't have trouble with women. But that's coming from a guy who actually doesn't have game. You see what I'm saying? But a guy who has game has been through all of the situations. Because there's times where, for example, I've been in situations where I'm at an event, a party or whatever, and me and another dude is talking to a chick. And the chick ends up getting with the other dude. And the other dude's shorter than me. He's not as fit as me. His skin is not as clear. Like, so most people will say, I look better than that nigga. But for whatever reason, she went with that nigga. You feel me? So, you know what I mean? And then so what happens is that when you see all these things, then you're able to teach accurately. And this is the thing, you have a wider perspective. And check this out. It's going to be damn near impossible for you to teach someone to level up when you haven't leveled up yourself mentally.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? So if you're watching a content creator or one of your friends or your family is super insecure. They're always negative. They're always talking some bullshit. They haven't leveled up mentally within their own mind. So they actually have nothing to offer you. See, I want to show this. I'm going to bring up this video. And this is, and shout out to my dude, King Riches. So this is not to disparage him or none, because I fucks with King Riches. But this title of this video is called Passport Bro, White Guy Argues How Race Affects Dating for Black Men, right? So already with the title,
right,
we already know it's on some crazy shit. But I'm just going to play a little bit of this.
Okay, wait.
And then we're going
to... They hung up. They hung up.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to play a little bit of this.
We got one more free call. So we back to 3 free calls.
Yeah, so one more free call, guys. I just want you to hear what is going on.
All right, so we got 904. You're on live with Lakari and Miles. Name, age, city. Where did you send it?
Oh, I was trying to shoot the still having the free calls.
All right, we still got the free calls, but we're gonna need you to settle down so we can hear you, brother.
Yes, sir.
Settle down, get yourself in a comfortable spot so we can hear you clearly. All right.
All right.
All right. Name, age, city. Go ahead.
Okay, my name is John. I'm 26, and I'm from Jacksonville.
Okay. All right. So, what's your question then?
Okay, one question I got, like, so you guys say talk to 25 women a day, and I'm with that. But like, what if sometimes like you mistake a, like, you see a female and they probably they got surgeries and BBLs and stuff, and you mistake a transgender for a female. How could you deal with that? Like,
has that happened to you? Has that happened to you, my bro?
Yeah.
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 Damn.
Wait.
I was looking at the face, because I was like, I remember watching the video and it was like, she ain't got to be a bad chick, if you just trying to smash. And so I mean, like.
So wait. Hold on. How'd you know she was trans?
I had asked because it had hit me. I'm like, her lips can't be that big. It kind of looked like. So I asked her, like, something just told me to ask her, are you a man?
What?
And then they said,
wait, her ass was big, so you asked her if she's a man?
No, her lips.
Her lips.
The lips looked unusual. At first, I didn't notice.
Nigga, are you trolling?
No, I'm dead serious.
Please don't be wasting a free call for this bullshit, man. Come on, man.
Wait.
It was a trans.
Okay, so what made you? So you saw her and he was like, "Oh, her lips look big," and that's what made you think that it was that situation?
Yeah, that's what made me die, because I didn't notice it at first. I was just so happy that somebody finally gave me their number after always talking to girls. So I'm just excited, like, oh yeah, man, I got me a number. And then I just thought about it. Something just told me to ask was they trans. I ain't really did nothing yet. I was about to book a hotel.
So basically, so hold on, caller. So basically, you sensed it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so there you go. So that'll happen the next time.
Okay. Because I don't want to feel like I lost my manhood and my masculinity, because I kind of mistake the trans as a man.
Did you smash? Did you go in the dark with him?
No.
Okay, so you all right, bro. You still doing all right. You still doing good.
Listen, good rule of thumb. If you have to ask, then it's a transgender. That's the rule of thumb. You feel what I'm saying? If you got to question it, we're good. Just walk away.
If you got to question it.
You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy out here, man. They got the surgeries, they get the BBLs and the lips and the.
But my question is, why are you attracting that type of human being?
No, I had approached them, because I remember they said when I called them, she was like, "I thought you knew," and I'm like, "I don't see how you thought I knew." And I was like, and she said I was controlling, like you the controlling type, because y'all told me don't ask no questions, get a statement. And like, you the controlling type, and I'm like, oh, a man supposed to be controlling, so I'm figuring that. It's a woman.
So wait. So when you were talking to her, you didn't figure this out while you was talking to
her? You can repeat it. I'm sorry.
When you were having the conversation with her, you didn't figure this out?
No, I didn't at all. I was with a friend as well. Like I had no idea.
I don't like it.
Because I wasn't
I don't
looking
like
at the
any of
face.
it.
She had on big old shades. I could barely see the face, and so weave. And I'm like, all I did was look at the body. I wasn't really caring about the face. So I couldn't really.
Well, this is the thing.
I met her the second time.
You figured it out.
Time.
A second time.
Yeah, I got the number and they drove off. And the second time I was like, just pull up on me so I get a drink. And if I see the vibe right, I'm gonna go back to your place. I ain't end up going back to her place because I had to work. But
You gotta be trolling.
Yeah, I think you trolling, man. I'm gonna have to let you go, bro.
Nah, I swear I'm dead serious. Like,
Well, listen, we don't know nothing about that. There are some content creators who
okay
who know
right.
about.
Okay, all right. Listen. If you're not trolling, here's what I'll tell you. Go to badboymembership.com, right? Lucario has a program called How to Recognize Patterns.
Right.
So what you need to start doing is recognize the patterns of true feminine energy. That's what you need to do.
Basically.
You need to know when you're talking to a woman and when you're talking to a fucking man, homie.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You need to be so much of a man, and you need to have so much of a masculine identity that when you are confronted with masculine energy, it has no choice but to expose itself. You get what I'm saying? That's what you need to do. All right.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So appreciate you. We're gonna go to the other.
It really damaged me then. So I really appreciate it.
All right, bro. We appreciate you. Thanks for calling in. But get on the Bad Boy membership and learn how to recognize patterns. Okay.
All
right. Peace. These niggas.
Yo, hilarious. We'll be good on the calls.
Now we good on the calls. Somebody was calling, but they hung up. So let's.
All right, so we just gonna play it.
All right,
here we go. We back. Go.
All right. So 818. You are on live with Lucario and Miles. Name, age, city. How can we help you? Where did you send it?
Hey guys, this is Victor. My name's Victor. I'm from Las Vegas. 30 of the show.
All right, wait. You got choppy. You got real choppy. You say you're from Las Vegas, and how old are you?
35.
35. Now, are you supporting or are you using the free call?
I want to support the Cash App that Lucario has currently. It said it wasn't accepting payments. I don't know how to donate.
You have to do Miles in the game. Miles in the game. $sign Miles in the game.
$sign Miles in the game.
Right now?
Yeah, that's the Cash App we're using right now. Yeah.
Okay. Let me go ahead and do that.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry about that. I don't want to hold the show up.
All right. So, what's your question, real quick?
Go ahead with the question.
So okay. I've been doing this shit that you guys promote for like a long time. I've almost ran through almost 200 women, but I haven't found anybody that I like, and I'm like wondering, am I supposed to be kind of numb to this shit? Like, if I wanted to settle down with somebody, or like just pick one good one, because it is a headache dealing with a whole bunch of different women.
Okay, wait. So
you know what I'm talking about? They all got their own fucking problems and shit, and sometimes you don't want to hear.
No. Caller. So, you said you ran through about 200. You talking about fucking, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now, what do you want a girlfriend for? Like, what's the qualification she needs to have to be a girlfriend in your life?
Shit. That's a good question. I think I just want somebody like. I think I just want stability, like. But I also kind of want to get into. I want to experiment with the situation you guys got going on, messing with multiple women, but
you want to experiment?
In the sense that, like, I'm in a relationship, but I still want to go fuck other women.
But you can't. But this is what I'm saying. Because notice that's why I asked you the question. You're asking for something that you can't handle. Because notice what you said. I said everything you said. You said, man, dealing with all these women is a headache, right? That's what you said, right?
Well, I mean, in the sense that, like, I kind of have small little relationships with all of them.
No. Please, brother, don't walk it back. You said something. Either you gonna stand on it or you gonna change your statement. You got to do that. You can't be walking it back, homie.
Because we're trying to get you to understand something. What I'm saying is, you said, this is came out of your mouth. That's why I hit you with the button. You said that basically you're having issues dealing with multiple women. Yes.
It's not that I have issues dealing with multiple women. I just want one to do the primary shit, like girlfriend shit, and then other ones, I don't know, I could just fuck.
Like what? Girlfriend shit like what?
Fuck, I don't know. I mean, what do you and your wife do? Like
what? You see, that's why you can't have. That's why you can't have what you claim you want, because you don't even know what you want.
Yeah, good point. Good point.
Look.
I'm trying to
check this
figure it
out. No. Check this out. Let me ask you a question. Do you believe women know what they want?
Yeah, 100%. No, actually, no, they don't.
You see? Okay, now you see. You have to understand. And when we say women don't know what they want, it is not to denigrate women, right? But the reason why women don't know what they want is because they are looking for a man to tell them what they want. They're looking for a man that they trust to lead them to what they want. Do you understand? Because a woman is insecure by nature. Again, none of this is to say anything negative about women, but it is a part of their makeup to be a certain way, because it is their purpose to cleave to a man. And during the cleaving, during the being close to a man, we get to procrastinate. We get to
procreate.
We get to procreate, and we get to populate the world. Do you understand? So it's done for a reason. Right. But with all that being said, a woman doesn't know what she wants because she's waiting for a man that she trusts to tell her. Now, you are a man that literally just said you don't know what you actually want, because you're out here trying to experiment. And that's the reason why it's a headache for you. The headache that you're getting doesn't come from any of the women. The headache that you're getting is coming from the fact that you don't know who you are.
Shit. That's deep shit. I mean, because you know what it is, too. It's like, I have all that shit you're saying with the other women. Like, I have them doing shit for me. I have them buying shit for me. I don't got to tell them shit. They know what to do. But it's like, if I wanted to just cut out some of the fat or
Hold
whatever.
on. Wait. I'm not going to let you get away with this. Listen, you said the women know what to do, and you don't have to tell them.
Right.
He didn't even catch it. He's like, okay, caller. You ever worked at a company before?
Yeah.
Did they have to train you or teach you how to work there, or you just knew what to do as soon as you got in there?
No, they had to show me.
Of course. So exactly. So how can a woman know what to do if you haven't shown her what to do? That means she's doing everything on her own accord. That means that has nothing to do with your program, because you don't have a program. That's what we're trying to tell you. You don't have a program. Therefore, you can't have a woman who's going to do what she needs to do to be your woman. That's what we're trying to get you to understand. Because when we asked you, what do you want?
I can't find just one to pick.
Right. We're saying, this is what I'm saying. You can't have one until you have a program. Basically, in other words, you can't have a girlfriend until you are a leader. Right. And you can't lead until you know what you want.
Exactly.
See what I'm saying? That's what we're trying to tell you. That's why you have a headache with these women, because you're just sort of dealing with them all willy-nilly. You don't have any structure to deal with women. So therefore, if you don't even have any structure to deal with women who are not actually in a long-term committed relationship, ain't no way in hell you're going to be able to have a long-term committed relationship with one woman and make that work, and then also be fucking a chick on the side. It ain't going to happen. This is what we're trying to tell you, that you have to figure yourself out first and then relay that to the women. So any woman you deal with, you're going to have to tell them what to do, but you can only tell them what to do once you know what you want to do.
Okay. But what about like just not liking one as much? Like, I know you guys say like, hey, like we shouldn't be getting infatuated. We shouldn't be getting feelings and shit, you know, like playing into our feelings and all that shit. Like, I'm kind of good on that. It's like, I think I'm a little too good on it. I'm a little like, I can't find one I'm like that I really like.
What do you mean when you can't find one that you really like?
It's like, I'll hang out with them for a while, for like a couple months, whatever, and I'll keep them around and shit. But then it's like, I'll be kind of over it.
Okay,
you know what I mean? So it's like, I can't just stick to them.
So caller, what makes you like a woman?
Fuck.
Exactly.
See, that's always, and you know why it's a trick question? Because you can't like a woman, and you can't actually like a woman until you like yourself, until you understand yourself. That's what we're trying to get you to understand. It goes back to the same thing. You have to have a foundation. You understand what I'm saying? Before you can even, because this is the thing. Well, for example, I'll give you a simple example. You go to a restaurant, you eat some food, you say, damn, I like this food because it tastes good to me. You understand? And so the reason why you like the food is because it tastes good to you. On your taste buds, you're like, this gives me pleasure, incitement, joy, whatever the fuck it is, right? So you know that about yourself. So therefore, you go back to the restaurant, order the same thing, eat the same thing, right? What I'm trying to tell you is that outside of sex, right, you don't know what you want. So therefore, you can't recognize yourself in a woman you're dealing with because you don't understand yourself. So for example, if I say, hey, you know what? I like to do A, B, and C. This is what I like to do as a man. And so if I'm dealing with a woman and I tell her, hey, listen, I need you to do A, B, and C because that's what I do. And then she does A, B, and C, then guess what? I'm going to like her because she's doing A, B, and C, which is a part of what I like doing. Now, if I say, if Miles says, hey, what, Lucario, what do you like the girl to do? And I'm like, I don't even know. And he's like, well, what about the alphabet? I'm like, I don't even know what the alphabet is. What is that? I have never heard of such things. Right? So then I'm not going to be able to say I like A, B, and C. Do you see what I'm saying? You don't even understand the alphabet right now.
Right.
You don't understand yourself. Okay. Therefore, you can't. So basically what I'm saying is this. The desire you would see in a woman is correlated to the value you see in yourself, but you don't see any value in yourself because you don't actually have a masculine identity. You don't have a program. That's what we keep trying to tell you.
Okay, so basically I need to find myself in that woman, whatever I'm looking for, but I got to work on myself first.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, sir.
Exactly. That's what we're trying to tell you. You see what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah, I appreciate it because it's gotten so bad out here, bro. Like they got fucking forums about me on like Facebook and shit like that, talking about he doesn't commit to anybody or whatever. And
see, and that's where you fucking up too, because the problem is that the reason why they saying that is because they believe that you should be in a committed relationship with them, and they believe that because you're showing them behavior that makes them think they will have a commitment with you. You see what I'm saying? Okay. So I know you're doing some non-sexual shit that's making them think that.
Crazy, because some of them just get attached from the sex alone. I mean, it's
no, they don't. I guarantee you, they don't. Women don't get attached through sex. Women get attached through non-sexual. Men get attached through sex, not women. This is what you guys don't understand. Okay. You only get attached through the thing that you are lacking. Women don't lack dick. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand that.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So she's not getting attached to sex. You're doing something else outside of sex. So I know you're not just fucking these girls and kicking them out. You're doing something else.
Yeah, no, they ain't going home immediately. No.
Exactly.
Like, I'll sit there and watch me play the video game all night.
Listen, we know this, man. I already know this. Your language exposes you. Shout out to Miles. That's what we say. Right. So yeah, so I would suggest you get coaching, man, for real, because if you really want to make shit happen, don't think you're gonna experiment. You got to be real about this shit. That's what we try to tell you.
Okay. Okay. I appreciate you guys so much. I donated to Miles your Cash App, so
all right.
Appreciate
free calls.
Appreciate it.
All right, appreciate you, brother.
That's what's up.
All right, you guys have a good one.
All right, appreciate it. So guys, this is the thing. See that right there, what me and Miles just did on that call? That is what experts do.
Yeah, facts.
That's what experts do. You feel what I'm saying? So, but let's watch this real quick before somebody call back. Hold on, where are we at with this shit? Yeah. So I just want y'all to hear some of what is being said. So the white guy is on the phone, and King Riches is talking. He's going to be talking to the guy, who's on the phone. But I want you guys to hear the conversation because it's going to sound familiar.
I mean, I think that The thing about black guys, like they definitely have it harder than white guys. I think when you're a black guy, you have like a niche appeal. You appeal to like a very certain demographic of women.
You see what I'm saying? He I could tell by his voice he ain't getting no pussy. But already he's fucking up. This is what I'm trying to tell you. This is what I'm saying when we talk about content creators and shit you hear on the internet. And mind you, this guy probably has friends that he tells the same shit to. He probably has a black friend. He's like, man, buddy, you know what? It's because you're black, man. You know, you black guys, you have like a niche appeal, man. So, you know, I don't think you need to even bother to go and approach that girl because she's the type of girl who probably doesn't like black guys, you know? So you shouldn't even bother to do that. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Let's continue this.
Women, like, there's a lot of women that like have like a type for black guys, but you're not going to appeal to the majority of women in the world, as opposed to where white guys, they can kind of go to any non-white country and get attention from women.
Guys, you see what we're talking about? This is what we're talking about when, and remember, a lot of people who listen to this are people who don't really have experience, so they actually want to learn, or they just run across this and then they start taking these things as the truth, and then therefore they end up fucking up their relationships. They actually make shit happen in a way that's not productive for them. Because this is the thing, this is how people with game think. People with game think, how do I make this happen? So you say, I want this to happen. How do I make this happen? People who don't have game, this is what they do. They say, this is impossible. So it's over for you, bro. Just give up. Like, why bother? This is just how it is. This is reality. You see what I'm saying? Nonsense.
There's some black people that the fact that you're white and you're saying that will upset them. Do you get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But to me, as somebody who's balanced, I know that that's true.
It's not true, King Riches. It's not true. It's not true.
Do you get what I'm saying? That is true. That's what I've been saying. I've been saying it, like, and it is true because, like, at the end of the day, like, for instance, you're talking about your passport, bro, yeah, and that even makes it even better because a lot of people are talking.
And it's funny because the guy he's talking to is a passport bro. So if you're the passport bro and you're a white guy, why would you need to be a passport bro if you just said white people are celebrated everywhere? Right. And it's easy for white people as opposed to black guys. You see what I'm saying? Like, why would he need to be a passport bro? Why would the white dude need to be a passport bro? You understand what I'm saying? But let's continue.
They've only just been in their own corner and that's all they know. Do you get what I'm saying? Bro, like, all these guys talking about their passport bros and black guys I'm talking about, and they're saying, oh, I'm going to go Philippines, I'm going to go Vietnam or any of these places. Bro, do you think that you're really going to be winning over there?
No.
Come on, like, come on, for real. Like, be real.
And to be honest.
And see, that's what I'm saying. Like, remember, good advice, right? Is going to show you how to make something happen. Not, oh, it can't happen. Just, you understand what I'm saying? Especially, guys, see, this is what you guys got to understand, right? Is that when we talk about something being realistic, understand that everyone is living in a different reality.
Facts.
This is what you guys have to understand. So when a person says, get real, that's not real. They're just talking about themselves. So also on the flip side, when somebody's talking about something that is more in a positive direction, it's the same thing. They're talking about themselves. They're talking from their reality.
Bro, it's easy, bro.
Exactly. So the thing is when you're hearing people speak, always remember they're talking about themselves. Even when you hear myself and Miles speak. That's why this is how you can tell when a person's confident and a person's not confident. How are they talking about things? A confident person is talking about things in the way of possibility and things actually being able to happen. and finding solutions to make things go down.
Facts.
People who are not confident are saying they submit to, oh, this is just how it is. I can't do anything.
Let's be real, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's be real, bro. Come on, bro. Let's be real.
You know what I'm saying? But let's continue.
And to be honest, I actually, and this may upset a lot of people, I think in some of those like third world countries, I think they hate black people even more than they do in first world countries.
Where do these dudes be getting their information? This is like they just remember, this is a white guy.
Chill, bro.
This is a white guy. So I'm like, how are you as a white guy coming up with this assumption that they hate black people more in these places? I just like, I want to know how much experience he has being a black guy. And that's another thing. People think that they can understand certain things just by looking at somebody else, but when you're looking at somebody else, you're looking at them and coming to conclusions through your own perception of who you think they are. Right. So, like for example, somebody wrote a comment under one of my videos I did the other day where I was talking about the black pill, and this dude was like, "Lucario, what are you talking about, man? I see Chads all the time getting a bunch of matches on dating apps and blah 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 blah." Right? So you supposedly see all these Chads getting all these matches and all this other stuff, right? Because he could just be saying this stuff. But even if he did, what does that actually mean in real life? Because you're not actually seeing what happens after the match. You're not seeing it. You don't see how he talks to the woman and how the woman, you don't see none of that shit. So all you're going is based on that, but you don't actually know what's happening because you're going only based on your limited perception. You see what I'm saying? It's crazy.
I think those countries tend to be, because they're more, because they have less they don't really have much multicultural exposure, like they're not really seeing black people like that. And you know, their views of black people a lot of times is just like whatever they see on the internet, which is usually negative stereotypes, or like, you know, oh, black people, they don't have no money. Do you know what I mean? So, and then, you know, just in general, the racist ideologies that are around the world, you know, I think a lot of those countries are going to be like, for instance, even South America, people try to go on like, oh, you're black and go South America, blah, blah, blah. Bro, there's a lot of racism there, bro.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like, absolutely.
Yeah.
This guy's voice is white guy's voice.
Oh, yeah. It's a lot of racism.
Don't get it twisted.
Okay, so like, for example, like, and I will say, like, there are a decent amount of black people in some of those countries. Like, for example, like in Colombia.
See, grandfather Nurgle said this guy has a point though about that, especially in Asian countries. See, what you guys have to understand is that, you know, white supremacy is a global thing. But what you also got to understand is that when you're in these other places, right, what happens is that when the individuals are interacting with you, it's not as crazy as they're trying to make it seem. You understand what I'm saying? Because when I went to other countries, when I was in Brazil and all these other places, I didn't have none of that. You understand what I'm saying? Right. Like, even for example, if you go to a place, if you're a black person and you go to another country, continent or whatever, where it's mostly black people, then it's not really going to be that type of vibe because everybody else there is black. You know what I'm saying? In these particular situations, you see what I'm saying? So the thing is again, because guys, you got to remember this, right? Something can happen and two people can see it two different ways.
Facts. Yep.
Literally the same exact thing can happen. Mm-hmm. And two people will see it two different ways. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? But that's because it's coming from their own perspective, their own reality. You see what I'm saying? But let's continue.
When I went to Colombia, there was a decent amount of black people. It's not the majority. I would say it's maybe 10% of the country. I don't know the exact statistics, but like, yeah, like, you will see black people. I'm not saying you're going to be like people are going to look at you and be like, oh my gosh, it's a black guy. Get away from me.
Yeah, of course.
But like, you know, are women gonna want to date you? I don't know. Like, if you're a Tyrone,
I'm Tyrone.
like, yeah, like women are gonna want you.
You see what I'm saying? More, well, you know, if you're a black guy, I don't think people are gonna date you, but maybe you gotta be a Tyrone and then they'll date you. You see, this is what I'm talking about, guys. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is the type of shit that you hear all the time on the internet. This is why you can't get dating advice from these guys. You can't take this shit seriously, because then this is going to get into your mind and that's going to affect how you move. Because then if you get this in your mind, you're going to see a girl, you're going to be like, oh man, she's so cute, but I don't know. I shouldn't approach her because I'm black and I don't think she's going to like me because I'm not a Tyrone. Nonsense. But let's continue.
But like for like non-Tyrone, non-Gym Max black guys, I don't really see them getting nothing. Whereas I feel like a white guy, he can be like a nerdy white guy. I'm not gymnaxed. So like, bro, like I don't like, I feel like white guys, a lot of the white guys that are passport bros, a lot of them are like awkward, or they're autistic, or they're, you know, it's
not chads, basically. They're not chads.
I mean, they're not chads, but like I feel like they could probably get girls in their own country, but they don't have the social skills to do it.
Yeah.
See, and you know, I agree with Avery. Said the white guy's making racist remarks, because remember, this is a white guy. Imagine the audacity of a white guy coming onto a black man show, telling the black people, hey, listen, you're not a Tyrone. You know, the only way you're going to get women that like you, or you got to be this Tyrone guy. And if you're not, then it's over for you, dude.
Right.
Audacity. Could you imagine me calling into a white show and just be like, you know what? You white guys, this, that. They would say this to me.
Get out of here, you damn nigga!
You know what I'm saying? Like, let's continue.
Like, they wouldn't be, not that they would be getting hot chicks or anything like
Yeah,
that, or
they
sevens,
wouldn't be
but
getting
they
bad
could
Ds,
get a
but
girl.
could get like they could maybe get a 6 or a 7.
Probably like a 5. They could get a 5. They could get a 5.
They could maybe get a 6 if they gymnax.
Oh God, you see what I'm saying? Like, notice all the shit that these guys say is they just have this world in their mind.
Yeah,
they're like, oh well, if you're this, then you can get that.
You know what? It's like a bunch of nerds playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Right.
If I get the emerald crystal staff, I could beat the dragon in the lair. And if I get the mystical sword from Omens, I can beat the troll at the end of the bridge.
Right.
Like if my experience points was at 6,000, I could, like, come on, man. What are y'all?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. This is crazy.
Yeah. Just be able to speak and be confident with what you're saying, bro. Like, that's a lot of that's what I said. I say it a lot of times. Like, most of the game that a lot of white guys, in my opinion, need is just be confident. Don't be fat. Like, that's about it. Like,
I don't necessarily agree with the whole, just be confident, bro. I think you have to have a certain, facial structure. You have to.
Oh, come! You see what I'm saying? These fucking nerds that talk all this shit. Yo, I swear. Listen. Let me tell you something. Okay, I've told this story before, I think, but I'll say it again real quick. So when I used to model back in the day, I had a friend who he was actually from London, right? And he was tall. He looked exactly like he had the jawline, all that other shit, because he was a model too. He used to be on all the Abercrombie and Fitch posters and bags and all this other shit, right? This motherfucker, he was dating this chick. I'm not gonna say who she is, because she used to do like R&B, whatever. But anyway, he's dating this chick, and then we went to this event, this industry event, and the chick he was dating. I think he might have smashed her maybe once or twice or some shit. And what happened was that she stopped returning his calls. She didn't really want to see him anymore. And so I didn't know until we actually got to the event that he wanted me to come to the event because she was going to be there. And he was trying to like see what's up, why she stopped calling him and all this other stupid shit, right? So basically the chick damn near ignored him the whole time. Like she said what's up to him, but she was ignoring him the whole time. And he was sitting in the corner sulking. You understand what I'm saying? because the chick didn't want to fuck with him no more. You understand what I'm saying? Now, and this was the guy who had the face and the jawline, and now this is what the nerd's gonna say. They're gonna be like, "Oh, but Locario, he still at least got to smash because he was a Chad and he had the jawline and all that other shit, right?" But any dude could get some buns. You know what I'm saying? Any dude can get some buns. The problem is that these guys, again, they're speaking from their insecurity. This is what you guys understand. They are speaking from their insecurity. Any guy on the internet talking all this shit about it's only about looks, looks is the most important thing, blah, 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 blah. They're speaking from a place of insecurity. Why? Because they don't think that they are physically attractive. Any one of them. And show me a dude talking this shit, I will show you that he doesn't think he's physically attractive. You understand what I'm saying? That's how it works. That's how it works. But let's continue.
To have like a certain body type, obviously you can't be fat. You gotta have or you gotta at least have like a
Wait, you can't be fat? Listen, maybe I'm wrong, or maybe I was being delusional, or maybe this was just in a dream. And I don't know if you've ever seen this, Miles, but like when I go outside, I've seen plenty of dudes who are fat with bitches. Like, I don't understand. And they be bad bitches too. I don't understand. You see what I'm saying? Like, I know motherfuckers who are married, who are fat niggas who are married to women. I know niggas. Listen, when I grew up, one of the dudes that I learned game from, this was a fat dude who had a chick crying because he didn't want to fuck with her anymore. She was crying, begging the nigga to be back with him. And he was a fat nigga. And he was like 5'8", 5'9". You understand what I'm saying? So I'm like, what is wrong with these dudes out here? But let's continue.
I don't know what they
I
call
think
it,
if you're no, but remember, I talk about I'm going off of the average. So the average face, right?
Yeah.
Average face white guy. I think he could get an average chick, white chick, and it wouldn't be that hard for him. I just don't think it would be that hard.
I think, well, so here's my thing. I used to get like okay looking girls in the past. Like, let's like rewind like 5 years ago. I would say I'm about like a 5 or a 6. I'm not like, I think I'm above average looking, but I'm not anything special.
You see, this is exactly what I said. All the guys who are worried about, the looks thing, looks the most important thing. He said it, I think I'm like a 5. I don't think I'm anything special. It's like, bro, listen, don't ask me how I think about myself, because I'll never stop talking. You understand what I'm saying? You're going to need to tell me to shut the fuck up. So listen.
I don't have blue eyes. I don't have.
You see what I don't? Why? I'm not. I don't have this, and I don't have that, and I don't have this. You see how it's always in the negative with these niggas? Ridiculous.
I don't have the perfect physique. I'm not fat or anything like that. But if I were to rewind like 5 years ago, I could easily get like girls that were like 5s or 6s, especially if they weren't white. But nowadays, it's like you go on Tinder, Bumble. It's like, it's a fucking.
I hope y'all caught that. He said I could get the girls who are 5 and 6s, especially if they're not white. So what he's essentially saying is that it's easier for him to get women who are not white because he is white. He's a white supremacist. He's a shout out to Tariq Nasheed. He's a suspected white supremacist. Because what he's essentially saying is that white is the standard. Get the girls who are not white easily, because of course they're gonna want me because I'm white and I'm the standard, but I'm not that good looking, so I can't get the hot white women who I really want. I gotta read between the lines, people.
Because white is right.
Right.
But I got a question for you, my brothers. You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Yo, I would love to do a fucking live stream with Umar Johnson, and I just want him to tell me why I'm wrong for like 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? Like, Lucario, my brother, do you not find it suspicious that the white woman that you have, April MC, the MC means master of ceremonies, my brother. So she is mastering the ceremonies of you, my brother. See, you thought you was leading with your masculine identity, my brother, but don't you find it suspicious that the MC is not Lucario MC, but it is the April MC? Snow. Yo, I would pay this nigga to roast me. I swear. I'd be like, yo, Umar Johnson, how much you need for real? We need.
You're gonna have to come up off a pretty penny to get King Kong consciousness to go.
Exactly. That's a fact. He's gonna get, what he said, 10,000 lashes or some shit. Oh man.
Hey, no swearing,
bro.
No swearing. No swearing.
Oh, oh, my bad. But you know what I'm saying, bro. Like, you go on.
You gotta be Chado Tyrone, bro. That's
yeah,
it.
yeah, man.
You have to be Chado Tyrone. You have to be, bro. Like, and
come on, King Riches. Don't do this. Don't do this. Come back to the other side. No, don't do this, man. Come on, man.
And it's just, especially if you do online date. If you do dating apps, you better be Chado Tyrone.
No. No. Listen, hold on. See, this is why, guys, hold on. I gotta remove this for a second. And I gotta bring this up real quick. I gotta bring this up just real.
You gotta be Chad or Tyrone.
Listen, this is why you guys gotta go to shoplocario.com. Get on the online dating consultations. You feel what I'm saying with myself?
My brother, you're looking kind of happy hugging on a snow bunny, my brother. You don't find that suspicious how happy you look, my brother?
Exactly. See, I'm telling you guys, you need to get on this so that you guys can actually step up your game. So go to shoplocario.com, man. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure you guys go do that and get that cracking. You feel what I'm saying? So make sure you guys do that. All right, let's continue.
Yeah,
because just forget about it, bruv.
Forget about it, bruv.
With you, before I got my teeth done, like I online dating app. I don't think no. To be honest, I did online dating, but I never used to smile and all that because my teeth weren't right.
What type of girls were you getting? Were you just getting?
I was getting okay girls because I have a certain type of build in it. Do you get what I'm saying? Like I have the certain build. Like I'm not sure. Like
so let me ask. So do
you ever notice how a lot of times when guys talk about the type or quality or whatever type of girl they get, they always equate it to the look?
Yeah.
It's never like, oh, I get I get a quality woman because, I'm charming, I'm confident, I got a good mouthpiece, I'm a leader, I'm aggressive. Like it's always something that has to do with the look all the time. Dudes don't even realize this shit.
Do you think, like, let's say you didn't have the build that you have, what type of girls do you think you're getting?
You see, if you didn't have the build that you have, what type of girls would you be getting? Interesting.
Depends what people are talking about. What if I was just a skinny guy?
Yeah, like what type of girls do you think you would get? I
think I would still get some of the girls if everything was the same, but I was just skinny, no athleticism, no muscle. Yeah. I think I would still get some girls, but probably not as much as I do. Because I think my physique tips me over the edge of okay, he's definitely above average. He's definitely above average. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Most men walking around look like crap.
Oh yeah, real quick. 15-minute warning, guys. We're about to end this in like 10. So if you guys want to call in, now is the time.
Yeah, call in.
We're about to end this joint at 5:58. You feel what I'm saying? So so make sure you guys call in. You feel what I'm saying? Let's continue.
Yeah, this conversation is kind of sus. I ain't gonna lie.
It's like a statistic that says that most men are actually overweight or something.
Yeah, overweight or underweight or just look skinny.
Okay, so if most men are overweight, underweight, look skinny and all that, shouldn't that say that you don't have to be super fit Chad guy to get women?
How we got all these pregnant women?
That's what I'm saying. You got all of these babies running around. You got all these pregnant women. You got all these women in relationships. If most men are not Chad and Tyrone, how is this occurring? You see what I'm saying? See, remember, when guys, you have to understand this. When these guys are talking about this, they're not talking about anything real. They're talking about their perception and their perspective. That's all they're talking about. So what happens is that these guys will go out, they'll see a guy who they think, oh, he's tall, right? And his girl looks good. Oh, she wants him because he's tall and ripped. You understand what I'm saying? And so now they get to this thing where, oh, in order for me to get that woman, I have to be this. And so this is the crazy part. These guys don't realize that they end up making themselves less attractive by having that mentality. Because if you think that you're the 5 or the 6 or the average guy and you can only get average looking women or whatever it is like that, you've already wrote your story. So if you see a girl who you think is a 10, then you're not going to be able to make anything happen, because when you start talking to that 10, you're going to start fumbling over your words. You're going to start simping. You're going to start acting. You understand what I'm saying? Because you already believe that she's quote unquote out of your league. Listen to me.
Fat or just look weird. Like, do you get what I'm saying? They're a hunchback or something. Like most guys don't. So yeah, that's what.
So another.
All right, we got 941. 941, you're on live with Lakari and Miles. Name, age, city. How can we help you, and where did you send it?
What's going on, Miles and Lakari? This is Kobe, and I sent $20 to your Cash App, Miles.
Okay.
So I appreciate it. So what's going on?
I got you.
What's
Just
up?
want to appreciate you guys for a great topic, but I mean, a lot of guys have this mindsets and belief that if they're black, they're gonna be attractive to a certain demographic of females. But the way I look at it, let's say, like Miles always say, once you have a masculine identity, you understand yourself, you love yourself, you appreciate yourself.
Facts.
You don't base your value and sense of self-worth to anything in life. You become free, and nobody can tell you shit. So once you understand yourself, so, I mean, a lot of guys just can't get to that mindset. So in their reality, they just think, hey, if I'm black, so-and-so is not going to like me, so I'm not going to make my approach. I mean, when I meet a girl, I just, tell her exactly what I want. And if she doesn't like me, I just walk away. But it's very simple. So I don't understand why so many guys make it so complicated. And then they have this belief that, hey, this is not going to happen, so I'm not going to do it.
Right. And, it's funny. It's interesting that because, for those who don't know, Kobe is what most would consider a Tyrone. You understand what I'm saying? So if you go to Kobe's Instagram and see his pictures, you'd be like, wait a second. And Kobe has gotten coaching with us.
Right.
So if Kobe is a Tyrone, why would he need to get coaching?
Right. Exactly.
like all Kobe got to do is walk outside and say, hey, bitches, I'm here. You understand what I'm saying? And that's it. But that's not reality. That guys don't understand this shit.
Yeah, but I mean, before I joined your member, I wasn't getting anything, bro, to be honest with you. So
that's what I'm saying. See, and see, I'm glad that you say that, because what I find funny is a lot of the guys that I coach, right? I would say probably 60% of the guys that I coach are guys who most of the black pill and the internet would consider good looking dudes. And it's hilarious. Like one of the dudes that I coach, he looked like Trey Songz's twin, and he was having trouble on online dating.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So this is why I be trying to tell y'all guys that it's not just about looks. It's a combination of a lot of different things, because looks are surface level. Yes, a woman's going to check you out and be like, oh yeah, he fine. I like him. And I'm attracted to him. And that happens all the time. The problem though is that because you guys don't understand the reality of the game, then y'all get stuck in that. You know what I'm saying? And that's the issue.
Yeah. I mean, I'm like, you know, like how many times I meet a girl, right? And I tell her exactly what I want. I was straight to the point, right? And then when I tell her what I want to do, she was like, "Oh, you so handsome, blah blah blah." I'm like, "Hey, listen, how about me and you we come by my place, we do this and that." She was like, "Oh no, like, I don't want to get to know you." I'm like, "Oh, see, it's not always about your looks, bro." So
right. Exactly.
And I gotta end like story, right? So on the topic of, you know, what we're talking about today. So I was out the other day. So this chick, that's the kind of chick, I mean, a lot of people would consider, you know, like baddies and stuff like that, but I really don't give a fuck, right? So she was out shopping, so I made my report. So I was like, "Hey, listen, I have to tell you, you're gonna have a great rest of your day this evening because I'm here in front of you and not talking to you, right?" And then she was smiling, giggling, so like, she's like, "Oh, well, what made you say that?" I'm like, "Listen, I can tell by the way you were checking me out, you couldn't wait for a gorgeous man like me to come and approach you and talk to you, right?" I was going back and forth talking, and then the whole time, bro, we were standing outside talking. I was holding her hand, and remind you, bro, I live in a white neighborhood where people were walking by. I didn't give a fuck, bro. So I'm like, "Hey, listen, we're gonna stand here. We're gonna have an instant date right here in front of everybody." So we're just standing there talking for like 15, 20 minutes. And then guess what? Today she's gonna come over to my place at 9 p.m., bro.
Nice. Real talk.
That's facts, man. Your man Kobe be getting it in. That's what I'm talking about.
Exactly. But nah, that's what's up, man. We appreciate you calling in and letting us know what's popping off, man. Real shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. So I appreciate you guys for taking my call always. And
yes, sir.
You guys have a great week.
I appreciate the support. Have a great weekend and be safe. All right.
All right. So you could shut down the phone lines. You're about to wrap this shit up.
Okay, get the questions and then.
Yeah, so let's get to the questions and we're gonna be out of here. Okay, so this says if you tell a woman you can't get her out of your mind and you cannot stop thinking about her along with sexual flirting, is that putting her on a pedestal or just being direct? No, that's putting her on a pedestal, and you should not be texting a girl talking about you can't stop thinking about her, you can't get her out of your mind. That's simpy shit. You feel what I'm saying? just hit her up and tell her to come see you, and then y'all do your thing. You feel what I'm saying? So by the way, where can I get Miles Cologne? Go to CunninghamElements.com. CunninghamElements.com. You know what I'm saying?
Do it! Just do it!
You say you didn't answer my question, but really say, can a woman find a man sexually attractive even though he is? Oh yeah, we already did that one. He called in. I approached when I want to, but I feel like it's giving women validation. Is there another way I can succeed when it comes to the game? Don't worry about giving women validation. And also sometimes you need to give women validation if you're that guy, because she's not going to believe you. You understand what I'm saying? If you're the attractive guy and you approach her, she's going to need that validation to even think that a guy like you would want to fuck with her. So, but that's a whole nother level of the game that we could get into.
Nah, Bob, that's you just trying to come up with excuses to not put in your work. That's all.
Exactly. So why do you approve of porn? Porn is not good. No, porn is amazing. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I bust some of the best nuts I ever had in my life watching porn. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. This says 99% of dating advice are bad advice. Do y'all think the game will go mainstream in the future? No, because it's a lot of times when shit gets too big, it gets watered down, and then niggas start. That's what happens on the internet. It's like you got people that think they talking about game that don't know the game.
Facts.
One of my first ever date with a chick, asked her to sit next to me. She didn't. Then I knew she wasn't sexually attracted to me. I flirted. She didn't reciprocate, so I used the date as practice. That's what I'm talking about.
That's cool. Yep.
Fucks with you. We fucks with that. I love it. That's what you're supposed to be doing. Said I called about my fuck buddy wanting to take me out. Would it be wise to pursue something more with this woman in the future, like a relationship, knowing what I told you? So actually, guys, I'm going to be putting out a program called the Master the Vetting Process, where I'm going to be talking about vetting chicks for sex, but also for long-term relationships. That's going to be out within the next week or two, and you guys will get that on shop.locario.com. So this will teach you, stuff like this. You feel what I'm saying? All right, two more questions and we out of here. Oh yeah, we already did this one. Last question. Why is it easier to lead when I'm with my boys, whereas with women, it's more challenging?
Yes.
Listen, it's because the women you're talking to aren't attracted to you. That's why it's challenging.
What?
He said it's easier to lead with his boys.
What are you leading with your boys? What are you? Hi, I'm leading my boys. I'm leading.
Yes.
Lucario, why is it so much easier to lead the boys? but when I try to lead the girls, it just doesn't work. Oh my god. Y'all niggas gotta read your questions before you hit send, man.
Exactly. All right, people, listen, man. We out of here, man. We will holler at y'all. Tomorrow you doing a
Real Game No Theory, 12 noon. Shout out to K-Zag. Shout out to Jay Roman. And Lucario's going live at 5, so make sure y'all fuck with him, man. Lucario been on one lately, man. He been coming out with the dope-ass topics, man. So make sure y'all be at live at 5, Lucario, man. And then on Sunday, of course, check us out. Real Game No Theory, 12 noon. Shout out to 1950 K-Zag, Steve the Dean, Lucario, and myself will be out there spitting that game. And it's like Sunday church, man. Y'all niggas better come through and get it, man. It is what it is. Let's get it.
Exactly. All right, people. So that's pretty much it. We out of here. And remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. We gone. We out.
I can take the dick off the table based upon my standard. You aren't going to get hold of this dick if you ain't being the woman I need you to be. You need to realize that you need to cook, clean. You got to understand that you're not the only woman. And if you can accept that, that's fine. That's just the beginning, because you got to work hard for me, because I work hard for me. So that means if you get with me, it's not going to be easy street, because I need to be satisfied, because it ain't no happy wife, happy life bullshit. It's happy Steve, happy Steve. Being strong with self, understanding who you are, that is the biggest defense to bitch ass weak men.
And there's no excuses for the men not to be strong. But see, there's so many forces, and then so many men are embracing weakness.
I can't stand weak men. Like I don't like to talk to them. It's hard for me to talk to these losers. I've always been a winner at the winner's table.
I believe it's a sin to impregnate a woman who can't raise a child, or impregnate a woman who's not fit to be a mother. And I think we have a responsibility in what we see today in these weak ass little feminine boys.
I can't tell another man what to do, but I can't dress feminine. I can't wear nail polish. It's just something that I can't do. Why? Because if I'm walking down the street and somebody's having trouble with a flat tire, I want them to feel that they can come to me and ask me, hey man, could you help me out with this? Because those are the type of things that a man will help out with. So I need to look like a man so they can know where to come for help.
Yeah, it is such a thing as toxic masculinity in the minds of bitch ass motherfuckers.
Talk about masculinity, assertiveness, authenticity, transparency. How can a guy who's straight up and honest with what he does be toxic?
If the media can train you to think something bad about it, you hear the word and you want to instantly have a certain reaction. You stop thinking, you start feeling. And when people learn to think and feel and not think through their feelings, that's when they can evaluate a person holistically. And they can say, is this toxic masculinity, or did I just hear something I didn't like? And why did I not like it? And only let me go within myself to see why.
I don't never look at no motherfucker and say, oh, that's a toxic masculine motherfucker. I never ever had, I didn't even know. That was an invented concept from a weak motherfucker that was like, I'm just tired of this motherfucker trying to tell me what to do and bully you over me with this bullshit.
What's going to make you successful is just understanding who you are and getting your mind right and being happy with who you are. That is the thing that's going to really make you successful. Because after you get all the toys, after you get all these things going on, you've had sex with all the women you want to have sex with, you traveled all the places, you're still going to be you, and you're going to always come back to you.
Why do I do this? Why are we even doing this documentary? I want guys to be in the best position possible. There's no way that I'm raising my voice or calling you a bitch ass nigga because I'm trying to hurt your feelings. I'm calling you a bitch ass nigga because you doing bitch ass nigga shit. And if you continue doing bitch ass nigga shit, you're going to end up in bitch ass nigga situations. You get what I'm saying? So when I call you a bitch ass nigga, trust me, it's because I love you.
Game Kings 2, the definition of man is out